We've all been there. You get a full 9 hours of sleep, but when the alarm goes off, your eyes burn and your brain is fogged. Yet somehow your friend who only slept 6 hours is completely energized, springing out of bed and ready to go. Success in the morning comes down to how efficiently your brain moves through its structured sleep cycles, rather than the total number of hours you logged. Think of your sleep as a 90-minute movie playing in a theater in your mind. Over the course of the night, your brain watches this exact same 90-minute film on repeat. If you set your alarm for a random number of hours, there's a high chance it goes off right in the middle of the movie's climax. When you forced your brain to pause mid-scene, you wake up with that heavy, disorienting grogginess known as sleep inertia. To wake up feeling sharp and refreshed, time your alarm to go off exactly as the credits roll at the end of a 90-minute cycle. The process starts with stage 1. Think of these as the trailers before the feature presentation. Your brainwaves slow down, but your sleep is still light enough that a small noise down the hall will snap you right awake. Next comes stage 2. The theater lights dim. Your heart rate settles into a slow, steady rhythm, and your body temperature starts to cool down. During this stage, rapid electrical bursts called sleep spindles act like a shield, blocking external noise. Then stage 3, deep sleep, begins. Your brain shifts to long, rolling waves. Your body releases growth hormones to physically repair muscles and tissues. This is your deepest state of rest. If your alarm jolts you awake during stage 3, you will experience the most severe and disorienting form of sleep inertia. True physical recovery requires you to protect the cycle and complete this deep sleep stage. Finally, the cycle reaches its climax, REM sleep. This is where vivid dreams happen and where your brain shifts its focus away from the body toward mental recovery and memory. If you ever happen to notice a sleeper's eyes twitching beneath their eyelids, you're seeing the scanning hypothesis in action. Their physical eyes are actually darting around to scan the environment inside their dream. To see why the brain requires these dream states to lock in memories, we look to a specific study from McGill University. Researchers mapped the brain cell activity of rats while the animals learned to navigate a physical maze during the day. When the rats entered REM sleep, their brain cells fired in the exact same pattern as when they were in the maze. They were replaying the day's events to save the memory. Dreaming serves a specific biological purpose. It is the active, necessary process your brain uses to permanently save the most critical information you learned that day. You can use this 90-minute rhythm to your advantage. Calculate your sleep in strictly 90-minute multiples, like 4.5, 6, or 7.5 hours, to ensure you wake up at the end of a cycle. This math only works if you fall asleep quickly. Rather than just waiting in bed, you can learn to deliberately trigger the onset of sleep. The 4-7-8 breathing method is a reliable trigger. You inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 to oxygenate your blood, and exhale for 8 to trigger the calming vagus nerve. Another tool is the physiological sigh. Take a deep breath in, followed by a second, shorter inhale to open collapsed air sacs in the lungs. A long exhale then dumps the trapped carbon dioxide that keeps the brain in an awake mode. If your mind is racing, use cognitive shuffling. Force your brain to visualize random, unrelated objects, like a cloud, then a spoon, then a dog. This mimics the nonsense of early sleep stages and tricks your brain into powering down. Falling asleep is a physiological switch you can manually flip by controlling your breath and your focus. Prepare for this switch with a 3-2-1 sequence. No heavy meals 3 hours before bed, no stressful work 2 hours before, and no screens for the final hour. When you wake up, step into the sunlight immediately. Morning light exposure resets your internal clock, suppressing melatonin and spiking serotonin for daytime motivation. Finally, use cold water or light exercise to spike your dopamine and clear out any residual sleep inertia. Real rest comes from mastering your body's natural 90-minute rhythms. By protecting these cycles, you provide your brain and body with the recovery they need to function at their peak.